back to the channel. If you guys are new here, this is my 1994 Yamaha Blaster. I introduced you guys this thing a couple weeks ago, and of course you guys have probably noticed there's been a pause in me filming and getting content out. I've been working. It's just life's been taking its course, and it's okay. But today we're filming on the 1994 Blaster. We're taking this thing out for a spin today. So, without further ado, I'm going to quit yapping here. And we're going to throw on the helmet with the GoPro. And we'll see you guys on the quad.
Alright, so before we get today's video started, I'm going to show you guys a couple of clips. Papa B wanted to take the Blaster for a ride off camera. I forgot to kind of get the GoPro running for him. Anyway, there's two clips of him and there's a clip of me running up the road just to show you guys an outside view of what this thing is really like, and the speed that this thing really has. Alright, now back to your regularly scheduled program of me riding the Blaster for you guys with the GoPros.
Alright, let's get on the old Blaster here. First kick. This thing has a lot of power. I gotta put the goggles on. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a little bit, you would know Ethan, or Cardboard Creeper Garage, owned this four-wheeler. And I actually ran this into their fire pit once, or their burn pile, which of course it's perfectly fine. There was no issues. But this thing, I've rode most of the hours on it, and I bought it from them for about $2 grand. So if you ask me, a good purchase. So I'm gonna keep ripping here. Oh, I just bottomed out. do wheelies. Now the front suspension is really, really soft, so I do bottom out every once in a while, which we don't want to do. This thing is very, very loud because the muffler on it is only about that long, maybe shorter, so she is very, very loud. I'm hoping to get it up, I don't know. I'm just gonna give you guys a pull here quick so you can see how fast this thing really. That thing will boogie. I had to drop a gear to do that. As you guys probably just saw, we bottomed out. Like I said, this thing is so loud, you gotta be in a higher gear, so you're at the very bottom of the spectrum. Like this, I'm gonna stop getting on Forest Lane on this because it is that loud. I'll be very surprised if you guys can even hear me with how loud this thing is. I'm just gonna curse because I don't want to make neighbors mad. That is 6th gear. It's a very lowest like RPM I think this will be good for, because again, neighbors aren't exactly happy with how loud this thing is. There's a stop sign here. Oops. This thing, like you guys probably can't pick it up on camera, but if you guys knew how loud this thing really was, you'd be very, very surprised. Wooden downshift, god damn it. I know it sounds like I don't know what I'm doing, but this thing isn't exactly happy. Oh, I'm hurt. But that was second gear, and it, like you saw, it just popped right up, so. Just shut it off. I am allowed to be here, I just don't want to make her too mad. Oops. Figured probably not the greatest idea to make her mad because I don't want to be on her grass too much, and it's a whole deal, but it's alright. There's a tree I got taken down. See if we can hit this and not bottom out. Oh, we bottomed out, I can feel it. That front end is so low that you just bottom out something quick. Hey, look familiar. Oh, fingers are getting tired from shifting so much. So like I said, this is a 1994 Yamaha Blaster. 200 two-stroke air-cooled. 6-speed manual. And Ethan and them from Cardboard Creeper Garage actually built this thing from the ground up. My dad, in a younger day, he had one. Scott from Cardboard Creeper Garage had some in his younger days. I'll just stall it, that's alright. I'm gonna talk here for a minute. Anyway, so like I said, these things, of course, run in my family, kind of. With my dad having one, now I have one. Scott from Cardboard Creeper Garage had one, and then they built one. Well, he had, I think, had a couple. But anyway, they built one. They built this one for Ethan. Of course, he's been busy. They've been doing their channel. So I got this from them. And honestly, this thing is a ton of fun. I know I've already showed you guys this stuff, but I'm going to show you again. Is, of course, the 97 plastics. The red plastics. These things are supposed to be rare. Wider and longer rear end. So this thing is a little harder to wheelie, but it's harder to roll as well, so that's good. YFZ 450 rear end. Of course, it's got, you know, aftermarket shocks on the front. It's wider in the front. And if you guys have ever had one of these or have ever been around one, you would know they literally weigh nothing. You can pick these things up. And if I had enough right now, I could put it on its rear end. But, like, these things are so light that there's not much to them. They did the delete to it, so it's not oil injected. Of course, you have to pre-mix fuel before you put it in. Has Sun-F rear, hole shots in the rear, Maxxis tires in the front. And not much other I could say about this thing other than it's a blast. It's fun. I'm out of breath from running so much or riding. It was that much fun. If you guys saw previously, I had that Honda 4Trax 125. It's still in the garage. I need to work on it more. But we've been busy and I just haven't had time to. And of course we have the Suzuki, which that's not mine. That is Dad's, and I don't want to tear it up, of course, because again, it's not mine. So he gave me the opportunity to buy this, and we did. And honestly, I'm really happy I did. When I can ride it, when I'm not working, this thing's a blast. So I'm gonna keep going here and end this video off. I just wanted to give you guys a first-person view of what it's like on the Blaster, because as you guys saw previously, we've done very little to this thing since I bought it, and I've had it for a little bit now. Let's just show you guys real quick before I keep going. Here under the seat, I put a Milwaukee adapter in so I can run my lights off of a M12 battery. So I feel like I'm rambling on here, so I'm gonna keep rolling. If I can get my seat back on, and I actually want to see how long we've been recording for, because yeah, 15 minutes, that's all right. We don't have to. So here, one more lap, and then we're gonna end this thing off. So you guys, like I said, you guys could see what it's like to have such an awesome quad, because like I said, this thing has surprised me. I've ridden Warriors, I've ridden a 400 EX, and I've ridden this thing, and I cannot, and of course, this is only 2-stroke I've run, I think, but I think the 2-stroke is just way, way, way more fun than I've ever had on a 4-stroke. And I'm not dissing on 4-strokes, as you guys saw, literally every other thing I have is a 4-stroke, and so I've had my fair share. But anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling, do a little bit more riding, and then let you guys, yeah. This thing takes you on a wild, wild ride, so trust me, if you guys ever think about getting one of these, do it, because it is a literal blast. times, I can guarantee that. I had a little bit of a track going, but of course I let it go too long, and now it's just one big oval. I ran this thing in the snow once, and you guys see how I'm just like whipping it around in this dirt. It was even worse than that in the snow, because literally all I'd have to do is offset my weight one way and it would just spin. And it does donuts so easy. Again. See if I can hit it with a little more speed this time. As long as I don't roll it. I just got stuck with briars. You just bottom out way too quick on this thing. That neighbor kid's always out, so I'll show him a little bit. Guys just saw what I did. I just came up that and came up in a wheelie. Oh my god. That was actually so much fun. I'm not doing that anymore though, because I'm going to start getting cocky. I can already feel it. I am going to try to wheelie down here though, because I've been wanting to see if I can wheelie. This thing scares me a little bit more than the old than the Honda does. I'm gonna come down here and try it. First gear. Just first gear wheelie, see if I can get her to pick up. That was a close one. All right, I think we're gonna cut her off for today. All right, everyone, so as you saw, it's my first ride for YouTube on the Blaster. So if you guys are thinking about getting something like this, I honestly would recommend getting one. These things are a ton of fun, and they're so lightweight. like I showed you guys earlier, you can literally pick these things up with one hand. Which, of course, I didn't pick it up. But if you guys, like, if you roll one, it's easy to get off of you. So, thank you guys for watching today's video. I apologize for the pause in me uploading. Like I said, I've been working, trying to afford stuff like this, partially, and so I can get some upgrades for this thing to make the channel better for you guys. So, we'll see you guys in the next video. And, of course, ride safe. With the nice weather coming around, you guys can't be too safe. So, of course, wear your helmets, wear your boots, and don't be dumb. So, see you guys next time. Ride safe.